Welcome to episode 11. You're rocking with the Batty Daddy, the father of wrestling pods. I'm Garrett.
The doctor is in, and it's time for your weekly prescription and checkup with yours truly, Dr. Steven.
It's time to lace up your boots, pull down your hat. Cowboy Cody is here.
This is not a shoot, three our voices, one bold crew, talking wrestling takes that cut right through. This is not a shoot, Batty Daddy wild on the mic, high fly vibes and chaos he likes. This is not a shoot, Cowboy Cody rooted and tooted, but his takes are shooting. This is not a shoot, Dr. Steven breaking it down, smart with the facts, best brain in town. Hot takes fly when the bell goes ding. This is not a shoot.
Welcome to episode 11. The hype is real. The excitement is going. Guys, we're excited to be here. A lot happened this week. We had to push back our recording. I feel like it's just boom, boom, boom. We got a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, just trying to take care of business. But with that in mind, we didn't really want to go over all these highlights again, when we're behind. I mean, Raw already happened this morning. There's a whole new update to that. We don't want to, we just regurgitate probably what you've already known or seen. So WWR is going on a hiatus, but it'll be back next week, stronger, it's better than ever. But with that in mind, stick around, because at the end, the segment we missed out on, because yes, we missed out on it, and that being Weird AF, will be towards the end of the show. So stay listening, stay tuned. Hey, and let's get this started right now with Booked or Cooked.
Step in the ring, now the spotlight's mine. Booked or cooked, we decide in real time. Flame on the mic, every bar lands hot. If it's weak in the street, then the crowd says not.
All right, y'all, it is time for Booked or Cooked, the segment where we break down the storylines heating up the wrestling world and the ones that should have been pulled out the oven weeks ago. Each of us is bringing one hot and one cold. Let's see who's cooking. Let's see who's cooked. So I'll start it off for now. I think I have another good booked. All right, my book right now is, I think I'm going to go with the Wyatt Six. We don't talk about them a lot on here. I think that putting them in the tag scene and then kind of having them approach different things in the background, you're going to start seeing, Uncle Howdy start going after titles and stuff like that. And then you're going to just start seeing them grow. To me, the Wyatt Six are booked correctly right now, definitely better than what they were. So what do y'all think about that? Y'all think that storyline's booked?
Yeah, I think it's doing pretty good. I like to promoting the tag teams again. I like to see that Wyatt Six are doing a lot better than what they were. It actually looks like not all over the place like they were.
Yeah, I mean, and we talked about it for weeks that the tag team division needed something, and then it took the Wyatt Six kind of bringing all this mess in, and it was entertaining to actually watch the tag teams again. So thanks, WWE, we appreciate it. So booked. Man, I'd love to harp on the Judgment Day, but I think right now, storyline as a whole, what's cooked is the TNA main event scene right now. Absolutely cooked. Who do we got? Who have they put? Moose? We're going to keep pushing Moose and Moose. Oh, and when Moose ain't pushed, we're going to put some more Moose. Oh, and then we ain't pushing Moose. We might push Mike Santana, maybe Joe Hendry, but Moose, I don't know. I don't know where we're going with the main event in TNA. I love TNA. That's why, I chose when we did WWR, when we're doing WWR, NXT and TNA are my shows. But what are we doing? And part of that I do think is WWE isn't really pushing their main event as much as, making Trick Williams look like a star. So I'm hoping that pretty soon TNA produces some main event talent. So I don't know if y'all agree or not. What do you think?
I mean, I look at it like this. The Trick, it's time for him to drop the title back to somebody in TNA.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, it's time for Trick to go back. But there is nobody like that. That's the problem. But when you're pushing Trick,
put it back on Moon.
Yeah,
or Santana.
I mean, I see why Joe Hendry. I'm sure he's going to be in WWE pretty soon. I'm sure his contract will be with them soonish. But Santana was kind of popular. I don't know.
Or does TNA sign Killer Cross and bring Killer Cross in?
I bet Cross does not.
I told y'all that last week. If they want to do this right and they want to make it seem like he's gone, let him go to a different show. I said TNA, and he ended up on GCW. Attack Matt Cardona, which could bleed into TNA.
I don't think it's going to bleed into TNA. I think it'll bleed into AEW more than likely. I just
thought about AEW.
I do think that this is going to end up being a huge. It ended up being a flopper. I really do. Cody still holds hope that it's a big work. We talked about it earlier, but I think this is going to be a wet, stinky fart.
I think Trips. I think they dropped it. I think they dropped the ball. And as much as I like WWE working with TNA, I think unfortunately what it's going to turn into is WWE, like you said, they're going to push their own talent into TNA to elevate WWE talent. They're not going to come work with TNA to elevate both shows. They're going to just try and elevate WWE's talent to prove how vastly superior that they are. Kind of like what we were talking about earlier, Garrett, about how WWE doesn't talk about AEW, but AEW talks about WWE. Like, I feel like WWE, they know that it's just a different product, and it's okay to have different products. And
well,
unfortunately,
it's this WWE's the dream. That's where you want to end up.
For some, but I think Cody and Matt Cardona. I mean, I think if you look at some of these guys that Cody went straight indie, and yeah, maybe he didn't make as much money, but he made enough to support himself. Matt Cardona blew up. I mean, he's doing just fine. Yeah.
That's what I can say about Cody Rhodes is where did he wind up back?
I think that had more to do with the finish the story.
Yeah, but Matt Cardona also very much has explicitly said he wants back in WWE as well. Yeah. So
that's where the money's at.
Anyways, all right, time purposes. All right, and he makes a ton of money. Go check out Matt Cardona's Instagram, by the way, and look at his new toy display that he's building. It's like 10 feet tall. It's insane. But anyways, all right, let's move on to the next person. Cody, let's go. What's your booked? What's your cooked?
All right, my book for this week is I really enjoy this Fatal 4-Way they got going on between Seth Rollins, CM Punk, LA Knight, and Jey Uso. I like all the different angles they're going with. It's something different. I like that Jey super kicked both Punk and LA Knight tonight. It gave a different wrinkle in it. You never know who's going to go where, who might turn on who. I'm really enjoying this Fatal 4-Way. Tell me if I'm wrong.
I gotta disagree with you. Like, I'm so fed up with I think the Seth Rollins storyline, and I love Seth Rollins, but this is stale. Like, Braun Breaker, I'm gonna bring him up here in just a second. Like, he is turned into nothing but a muscle bound. There's no storyline with him. Bronson Reed, I'm tired of the tribal thief. While it's a good, I love that. I like it, but I'm like, okay, like, where does it go after this though? Because Roman's going to squash him. I mean, so where does it go?
But
And
what?
I just the fatal four way. It's not going to go anywhere. Like,
I mean, Rollins is
LA,
obviously going to win. Now, if WWE wants to do like a big surprise, then you know what they do? They
put it on
put the
Punk.
strap on CM Punk. Yeah.
But I
Which is
think
what they
that's what
should have
they're
done in the
building.
first place, is to put it on CM Punk. But
That's what they're building to. It's a Punk Rollins, LA Knight, and Jey Uso are just there, just to be there. I'm like,
now, I would
because
love if they just randomly threw the damn title on LA Knight. I
I
think
would
that
like
would
it.
be freaking fantastic. Like, what a surprise. Nobody's expecting it, and WWE doesn't do things like that. So, yeah, let's put it
Hashtag
on LA Knight.
hashtag trips. Hashtag LA Knight champion. That's a really
All
long.
right, what's your cooked, Cody?
my cook is Roman Reigns and bringing up the bloodline every time you turn around.
I agree with that
That
one.
story played out. It was even tonight when he's talking to him about being tribal chief. What comes back into the fold? The bloodline.
Well, I think that WWE has 100% said over and over and over again that that's just what he's going to be. Like that's his known. You know, you had Hulkamania, it was forever, and now you got the tribal chief. It's forever. It's forever,
Well,
Cody.
I'm not just talking about the tribal. I'm talking about like just bringing up the bloodline every time you turn around. He talks about it being gone, but then that's all you hear about.
Yeah.
Then he brings it up. I don't know. Just Roman Reigns to me right now is just in that bloodline funk that he ain't ever gonna get out of until they separate all of them.
Yeah, I just don't. I just don't know how they're going to do that. I mean, I do agree that the Bloodline has brought in some interesting characters for sure. I definitely think that. I just, I agree. I think the storyline as a whole is stale, and it needs something. It needs something fresh. So
Nice shoes, Garrett.
I'm the
Tribal thief.
daddy thief.
Daddy.
Put some stinky
Dad-
shoes around your
dad's
neck.
running. Yeah. But all right, so we've got yours, Roman Reigns, cooked. For time purposes, let's move on to Stevens. What's booked? What's cooked this week?
I don't know that I really got it booked. I'll be honest. Like, I'm just kind of like, I don't know what it was this week. I'm just thinking about everything. I'm like, just kind of. Now, cooked.
Negative Nancy over here.
No. Like, I want to find something. Like, if I was going to say booked, I would probably go Rhea and Roxanne. Like just, I'm enjoying when they wrestle. I mean, but they usually put on a pretty good match. Now, cooked. Anything AEW women's division right now, and I love me some Tony Storm, but there is nobody else. Like, I heard
that Forbidden Door helped that, at all. I think that
no. Well, and
they just did the same thing. There's
I
nothing there.
I read the reviews, and it was like Athena and Tony put on a good match. I'm like, Tony's still got the belt, and there's nobody for her to do anything with.
I'm glad Jamie Hayter's back. That's a good addition, but I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
It's stale.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely I get it. What'd you say, Cody?
I said I agree with him on that. There's not much to the women's division in AEW.
Oh.
And that Mercedes Moné with 9 belts.
Well, and didn't you love her comment the other day after the show? I guess it was after Forbidden Door. She said that the best women are here in AEW. It's the best women's division. I was like, it's not even comparable.
No.
I mean, not even remotely comparable. And, and I hate saying that because I know those women are putting in work. I have no doubt that they are. But the product in comparison, and I hate comparing WWE and AEW, but I mean, I would even argue that NXT and TNA's division is probably better than what AEW is doing as far as
And that
competition.
brings up something I was going to say. Like, I almost went with my booked, but I didn't watch the match. Was the Jordan Grace Blake Monroe match? I heard really good things about it, but I hadn't had a chance
Yeah.
to. And their storyline has kept people intrigued for the last couple weeks. So, like, I really
the main negative I've seen on that is like if people are saying, "Oh, how's this helping Jordan?" She just keeps losing.
that's been the one negative I've seen. But they're trying to prop Blake up. So, or Mariah May, whichever one she wants to go by this week. Um, but it's
I
not
love
close
it.
right now. Yeah.
I love it. So, hey, we're talking about the women. I think this is perfect time. Let's segue in to honestly what's become one of my favorite segments, and that's Dr. Stevens, Ring Queens.
Strength and glory, the fight unseen. Who will stand as a reigning queen? Reigning
It is time to talk about the lovely ladies of wrestling, also known as our Ring Queens. Last week's champion was Big Time
First ever.
Bex.
First ever Ring Queen.
Oh my goodness. First time ever, the reigning, defending Big Time Bex, the man. So we'll start with the countdown with number 5. Now, even though Tony Storm and the AEW women's division is cooked, I love me some Tony Storm, so I gave her the number 5 slot. I'm
Are
sorry.
you kidding me?
I'm
What?
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I will give you some honorable mentions, though.
This shouldn't even count. Like, Ring Queen is biased. Jesus.
Not biased.
Okay, yeah, she won it for Vittendorf.
Yeah. So she dropped from like 2 or 3 down to like 5. So probably next week, unless Tony comes up with some better storyline, I hate to say it, probably dropping out. Number 4. Oh, come on. Number 4. Let's see if you guys agree with me. I'm gonna go with Roxanne Perez. I think she's doing some good work. I'm ready for them to find something more. Now it's kind of hard with her in the Judgment Day and Raquel Rodriguez. I mean, like, there's not a lot going on storyline wise. I wish they'd come up with something. But
I could
which is our
Perez though.
yeah. It's only a matter of time. Like, they're high on her, and I'm hoping it doesn't turn into a Tiffany Stratton situation where they put the belt on her way too early. Yeah, I don't know. Tiffy time and Trishy time, I guess. I don't know. They're kind of the same character to me. I don't know. Number
Like,
3. Number 3. She's fallen. Big Time Bex falls to 3.
Ooh, why? Curious.
After watching Raw today, I was just like, I'm ready for him to put the belt on somebody else. I don't think it's going to happen. It doesn't need to go on Nikki Bella.
After listening to the promos, did Nikki Bella not do like a fantastic job on the mic?
I thought she did.
I thought she did great. I was like, holy crap. This is actually kind of impressive. I kind of hope they do, just so that Becky can do, well, I would say what she did for Lyra Valkyria, but where the hell is she at?
Yeah. They're waiting on her. They're waiting on Bailey. And did you see the promo that they did with Bailey? The videos?
The video. Love it. I love the videos.
Yeah.
The video.
She's about to go nuts. Like, you can already see it coming. I wondered, though, if it wasn't going to be like a Bray Wyatt Firefly Funhouse, like you're going to have the 2 alter ego. You know what I mean? You're going to have.
I would love if she came out with the, doing the raise again, with the wacky waving inflatable wailing arm tube man. I would.
Yeah.
giving people hope.
Wish she would do that. And then the very next time she comes out and she's the soccer mom Bailey again, evil soccer mom. I think that'd be pretty cool.
So you're gonna get some character work out of Bailey, I think, and I think it's coming. I'm really kind of excited to see where that storyline goes. In fact, that was an honorable mention I had was Lyra and Bailey, and then Blake Monroe and Jordan Grace were my honorable mentions, just storyline wise. Number 2, I went with Rhea. Like she's just there, man. Like
yeah, exactly. She's just there right now.
I'm ready for a storyline though. Like I'm enjoying watching her wrestle Roxanne. I really do, and it's not the first time they've done that. But I'm ready for a storyline with it. Like let's do something with it.
They're fun to watch wrestle, and but that sounded perverse. I mean, yes, they're both attractive, but anyway,
you think I'm the dirty old man?
Yeah. Anyways,
you just sounded
I did. I caught myself though. I corrected.
Yeah, you did.
What I was gonna say was
hashtag Batty Daddy loves Rhea.
You definitely know Rhea is about to feud with Asuka. That's where they're going.
Yes.
Which is great. I love that feud. That sounds amazing. But like, I don't know. I feel personally like that you have her up a little too high because she really hasn't been doing anything but hugging on Io Sky. And really just been told over and over again that, hey, you can't beat Io. Like, I mean, even Roxanne threw it on Raw.
I'm wondering, though, they might be building a Rhea Io storyline. Like, Asuka is obvious. Or, like, and this brings me to my number 1 is Io. Because I think Io and the Kabuki Warrior, like, not Kairi.
Like, turning them all bad again.
I think it's going to be Asuka versus Io. I could see that story. It's either, like you said, it's going to be Rhea Asuka, or it's going to. But I think it may be Io Asuka and the split right there naturally. And I'm interested to see where that. So right now, the new champion for me is Io, just because I'm enjoying that storyline a lot more than anybody else's.
Wait, was that your number 1? That's the hype you get. The new champion of the week. The new
champion of the week. Well, we segued into it talking about Io, like the new ring queen, the new champion.
Hype, I feel like that's what it needed.
Well, you know what we need?
Well, speaking of,
we need a belt.
Your ring queen belt.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! For what?
I don't know. I just thought it would be cool to have a belt.
I'll create a graphic that says ring.
Yeah. Ding,
ding, ding. Post it on there. So,
but
we need to make sure we're posting a ring queen every week. Like, hey, reigning, defending.
I've been really thinking about that. Like, honestly, I've been trying to figure out how to get some more interaction. Like, film a video. Yeah. Yeah.
We got to post on TikTok and YouTube. We got to get all our stuff up. So I don't know. We've got to be more adamant on it for sure. These last 3 weeks, we've been not on the ball, and
I'll be honest, like that with the test I was taking today, which went very well. That was kind of where my focus was, and I've been sitting here thinking I've got some ideas, so I'm gonna bounce them off y'all this week. But yes, the new reigning champion, Io Sky. And if you can't see me, I did the Io finger dealy madoodle, whatever she calls it. By the way, I do like Dirty Dom's t-shirt. I just thought I'd throw that in there. It's totally off base, but Dirty Dom's new t-shirt with the Intercontinental title.
It is cool. I don't disagree. I agree. But what's up next?
Time to move on. What do we have next? We have our Saddle Up or Buck Off with Cowboy Cody.
Saddle up, yeehaw, buck off. Saddle up, yeehaw, buck off.
All right, it is time for Saddle Up or Buck Off, where I'm going to pick 10 superstars. And Batty Daddy and Dr. Steven will have to tell you if I'm saddling up or bucking off.
Let's not forget 1-0. I'm
Oh, shut your mouth.
winning.
That is
Winning.
This guy.
So, all right, let's hear it. First superstar. I want to hear. I want to know. I want to know.
my first superstar this week is Chris Jericho.
You're saddling up.
Yeah, I'm going to say he's settling up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to hear the argument, but
He's gonna say because the rumors about him returning to WWE.
oh, WWE, yeah.
You are right, I am saddling up, but I'm saddling up with him more because I'm curious on what happens with Chris Jericho. Does he come back? Does he come back as a different character in AEW?
And do what?
He is the learning tree. That would be.
No, he won't come back as the same thing. I promise. I think he would be better off like going to WWE at this point.
I don't think they need him.
I don't think they do either, but I do think having him as an asset for NXT, I do.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Having him feud with John Cena one more time would be really fun. Last little hoorah.
I want him to come back with the list.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to do that. So
I know, but that's what I want to see.
Agreed. All right, next, number 9.
Number 9, I am going with The Miz.
I don't know.
Is he on SmackDown?
He is on SmackDown.
I'm gonna say Buck Off.
Is he still with Mello?
Yep.
I'm gonna say Buck Off.
And y'all are exactly wrong. I am saddling up.
I knew it.
Dang. Why? Why are we saddling up with The Miz?
I kind of like the whole new angle he's working, stealing the pins from Carmelo Hayes. I know they're setting up a feud between him and Carmelo Hayes down the line. Miz is an excellent worker, so he's going to help out Melo in the long run.
Yeah, that's a good point. Dan, I didn't think about it. Dan, that's good. You got us. Still 1-1. All right.
I hadn't watched SmackDown in a while, so I hadn't really been keeping up with their storylines. It's not good.
Number 8, I am going with Finn Balor.
The Miz has me questioning everything.
I think he's saddling up. Wait.
I think he's bucking off of him.
Hold on, let me think here. Because he did lose to AJ Styles.
I think you already gave your answer.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with saddling up. Because I think he wants him to be given something better than what he's been given.
That's why I think he's bucking him off. All right, I don't know. Let's hear it. What do we got?
And Batty Daddy is absolutely right. I am bucking off Finn Balor this week.
2-1.
It's because you're his brother. You know how he thinks.
Don't get me wrong. His match with AJ was good tonight.
Yeah, and I missed it. I didn't watch it. I'll watch it after.
It was good. It was a good match.
But he's stuck in this Judgment Day funk, and I'm just ready to see Finn Balor do something more.
I thought they were going to break him off on his own, and they haven't done it yet. Like now, he's like you're right. He's just kind of stuck in the Judgment Day vortex.
Mark my word. Mark it. When Liv Morgan comes back, he'll be.
I think you're right. I was thinking about that today too. And how far is she from coming back? I don't think she's far. I think it was like an 8-week injury, so maybe another month.
All right, so what number are we on, Cody?
We are on number 7.
7, and it's 2-1 right now.
And I am going with Randy Orton.
Oh, that's a saddle up all day. It's a huge.
Where's he been?
He's just been doing Orton things, and he's just RKOing everybody. But he RKO'd Drew. If we're gonna think like a doctor here, he came back. He RKO'd Drew.
I have told you I haven't watched SmackDown.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't have a way to watch it. So, and by the way, guys, I canceled my Peacock yesterday because I'm saddling up with WWE on ESPN, baby.
They're getting somebody's money.
Yeah.
They're not getting.
So what was Steven's answer? What did he say?
I'm gonna say saddling up because it's RKO. It's Randy Keith Orton. So
Y'all both are exactly right. I am saddling up with Randy Orton this week. I'm just more curious on where Randy goes from there. Does he get in the middle of Cody and Drew? Does he screw Cody in the long run?
I want him to be evil. I really do. I want to see the legend killer.
I do too.
Dude, and that's really what I'm like. All right, number 6.
I just want to hear the voices. That's, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, go ahead.
Number 6. Always hear the voices in your head.
Number 6, I'm going with Brock Lesnar.
Bucking off because he hasn't been doing anything. And why bring him back if he ain't going to do shit?
Yeah, I'm going to say he's bucking off.
And y'all two might be exactly right. I am bucking off Brock Lesnar because, Daddy, you're exactly right. Why bring him back when you ain't going to do shit?
Because they just wanted a big pop at the last PLE. That's why. Well, and he's too special to actually have to work. So lazy bastard.
All right, 4-3. Next.
Number 4, I'm going with Jon Moxley.
That's a buck off.
That's a hard back off. Everybody's backing off of that guy.
You're exactly right. Everybody is bucking off Jon Moxley. He's just at the point where I'm done with his whole storyline.
Who's not done with this storyline? Tony Khan.
The next one with AJ Styles.
Saddling up.
Y'all are exactly right, too. I am saddling up with AJ Styles. He's just in the storyline that I think is working for him right now. Next one up is Logan Paul.
What number is that?
We are on number 3.
I'm going to say he's bucking off.
Yeah, you're definitely bucking off Logan Paul.
All right, I am bucking off Logan Paul. I'm bucking off Logan Paul more because he just got shredded on the mic.
That he did.
He did. He did.
John butchered him.
John Cena. He needed that. The last person he did that to, Roman Reigns, definitely improved his mic skills after that.
Yeah. That is true.
Somebody else thinks. Well, we'll talk about this here in a second.
What is next?
All right, number 2, I am going with the Young Buck.
That's a buck off.
That's a saddle. That's a saddle up, bro. He's saddling up.
And Daddy is exactly wrong. I am bucking off the Young Buck.
Dude, you bucked off like 6 of them now. What the hell?
No, that was just number 5.
So are we tied now?
No, but yeah, we are tied. All right, comes down to this one. All right, who is it?
So, hey, why is he bucking off?
Why are you bucking off? Sorry. I was interested in number 1. All right, why?
It's kind of the same with him. Nothing they're doing just interesting to me right now.
Yeah, they're just kind of a jokey joke. I mean, like the storyline.
We literally were talking about earlier how much you like, and you're.
Oh, I love them. I love them. They make me laugh, but their storyline's garbage.
We were literally talking about. Oh my god, we were literally talking about it, and you were saying exactly to say earlier
No,
today.
I like it. I like it, but I don't like the storyline. I mean, I like the fact that they're making fun of themselves.
To me, they're stuck in that deal with the Death Riders.
See, I was more thinking like we're about to get more of the B elite B.
Yeah, I think that's what we're about to get. They're about to flip.
I'm
it's
just
coming.
saying, I think that should have been saddled up. But anyways, who's number one? Who we saddling up with? Because
Number one is Killer Cross.
yeah,
saddling up.
Yeah, that's easy.
You are exactly right. I am saddling up with Killer Cross because I'm curious, where does he really go? He did attack Matt Cardona, but where does he wind up in the long run?
If AEW is smart, AEW.
Or is this all a work?
It's not a work.
I don't think it's a work anymore either. If it is, it's the greatest work in history. Like, there's no doubt. But I don't know. So, AEW, I hope.
If this is all a work, then WWE just opened up their own forbidden door.
Yeah.
By allowing him to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Which they could be doing.
Because Trips does like to get one over on people.
It's true. It'd be cool.
Hashtag Trips.
But
it
for
could be
like
the Bible of the killer.
What the heck?
But for time purposes, I think it's time we settle on up for merch this week.
We buy stuff! We buy stuff! For the gold we crave! Every fan got something to say!
Welcome to our merch segment, which from here on out will be known as We Buy Stuff. So, when we buy stuff, just to recap, we're just going to talk about crap that we bought that we probably didn't need or we very much wanted. No, I don't know. Who wants to start us off? Who bought what this week?
I'll start it off. I ain't got much. I just bought, if you follow me on TikTok, which some of y'all do, some of y'all don't, y'all saw my adventures at the Ollie's in Pampa, Texas, where I found a Diamond Dallas Page figure. I also bought my son a $3 Black Panther action figure.
It's D.
Self.
At least, man, see, guys, there are people that still buy those Black Panther figures that have been there for 2 years at all.
Right.
It was $3, man. I mean, I can't beat an action figure for $3. Especially for a 6-year-old.
But golly, those things have been rotting those shelves.
Yeah, they had a million of them, and I was like, for $3, I'll get him one. He loves Black Panther, so I also bought him a Doctor Strange Lego minifigure that he gets this week. So, but that's about all the useless crap I bought this week.
This week I didn't get much. Batty Daddy did finally find a Walmart that had the collectible.
Yeah, no, we finally found the Collector Con display. It was really cool.
So
I went to a different state and went to multiple Walmarts in that state. Didn't find it. Came back, found it in a random one that never has.
Batty Daddy picked me up one of them collectible John Cena's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did not get very much myself until today. Today, went stopped in Dumas, picked up saw the collector thing, and they had the new Bloodline series of Elites, and of course the Cena. I wanted the Farewell Cena as well, so picked up 2 of those, one for me, one for Cowboy Cody, and then I did pick up, Big Jacob for 2.
No, thanks. Yeah,
Not me. So, you know what? Just to do a quick review, I hate that Mattel switched factories. I've been doing this a lot longer than Cody and Steven. And since they have switched factories, And just for y'all that don't know, Mattel was doing their original factory out of China. They moved it to, I think, Vietnam, if I'm not mistaken. And since it has gone over there, I mean, the quality, just like little things like this drives me freaking nuts. It's this one. That this is so damn loose. And then, like, if you watch Matt Cardona on Instagram, he was showing, like, this one doesn't do it, thank God. But, like, some of, like, the newer Elites, like, the hinges get stuck. And I do have one. I'll have to go find it. But I do have one. I don't remember which one it is. But to where the legs just kind of pop back down. And there's just, like, weird little quality control issues, like, that are just, and Mattel's for so long were just known for the premium, their premium item. And it's like, golly, there's so many QC issues right now. I don't know. I hope it gets fixed because these are some good things. I like seeing these on my shelf. I want the quality to go back up just a tad. So, but I think that's about it. I don't get anything else. We went to a couple of toy stores. I found some old vintage, I went to the store. I cannot remember the name of it. If I would have plugged it if not, but it was in Colorado Springs, sorry. And I found a bunch of old Z-Bots, some Micro Machine Z-Bots, and a couple of Transformer things. They gave Rylan a free toy. So that was really cool. Outside of that, I didn't really find very much. I guess when I went to Target, they had a bunch of Superpowers figures on sale for $3. So I got those for the store, but that's about it. So nothing for me personally. But slow week, and we buy stuff. So we didn't buy stuff this week.
Yeah,
I guess what we should say. So our wallets
to save money.
Exactly. Wallets are nice. But hey, with that, I've got to bring back the Fight Club that was last week. We got into an interesting conversation with this segment last week. Let's see if we can get to another one. Here comes Battlegrounds.
Fight for glory, only strength wins.
It is that time for Battlegrounds, where I choose two wrestlers to go up against each other, Prime versus Prime, legend versus legend, superstar versus superstar. I give you a match, I give you a stipulation, and we go from there. So let me see what y'all think about this. Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero, or versus, should I say, Mr. Monday Night Messiah, Seth frickin' Rollins, in a ladder match for the World Heavyweight Championship. It's a pretty good.
I feel like you did this on purpose.
Fantasy warfare going on here. And
I feel like you did this
just a
on
reminder,
purpose.
they're both innovators, risk takers. They love telling good stories. Always some chaos involved for sure. You've got Eddie, who lies, cheats, and steals. Got Seth with athleticism, stamina, also currently cheating with his group, but we're going to just say that they're not involved. It's just superstar versus superstar for now. But in a ladder match, just saying. So remember, you've got 2 minutes max to go when you're talking about your argument. So that's another thing I need to bring up. But you've got 2 minutes. I think last week, one of y'all used like 1:20. The other one used about a minute. So we will just try to, go as long as you can. And as soon as you are done, just let me know you're done. I'll weigh it in and go from there. So, but you've got 2 minutes max. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, Dr. Steve, and your time starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
While this may be a highly entertaining and innovative match, I'm gonna have to side with the man who gets, oh, what a high from being inside that ring, who overcame a lot of stuff, who values crowd interaction, who understands fans, wants to give them a good show. It's going to end with a frog splash from Eddie off the ladder, climbing back up to take the title over Seth Rollins. And mainly where I'm going to go with this is, to me, Eddie's a little more durable, especially towards his WWE run. He's a little bit thicker, um, but could still fly.
Steroids. I mean, that's kind of a known fact.
Hey, whatever happens, my man.
Well, we know what happened. Steroids caused him to have a heart attack. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, unfortunately. And then realistically, like, even if Seth used the Vision, Eddie's got Rey Mysterio, he's got Chavo Guerrero, he's got all sorts of people who would come out and help him. You can't forget LWO, baby, the original LWO. So even if Seth did bring in some other people, Eddie's going to walk out the champion, and it's going to be entertaining. It's probably going to be brutal. There's going to be some high flying moves, but to me, I think it's a better storyline if Eddie walks out the champion. Seth, to me, is, I love Seth, and Seth is
time.
Oh, you fucker!
Didn't mean for that to go up. But
I was gonna say he's a macho man to Roman Reigns Hulk. So
nice. You're going past your time. You don't get to do that. Nix that. Strike that. Strike that from the courtroom. Anyways, Cowboy Cody, it is your turn. In 3, 2, 1, make the winner make sense. Go.
I'm going to rebunk you, as even though I love Eddie Guerrero, I think in the long run, Seth Rollins comes out with the win with a stomp from the ladder.
Oh.
To win this match.
Ugh.
After the flash from the ladder. I mean, I love Eddie to death, but in the long run, Seth is more athletic. He's more known for ladder matches. As far as the movesets off the ladders. I mean, and I think Seth's character work is just a little bit better than what Eddie is. I mean, Seth's a whole lot bigger personality than what Eddie was. Eddie found his niche. Don't get me wrong. Eddie found his niche with the lie, cheat, and steal, and all that. But Seth reinvents himself every once in a while. You get a new version of Seth. Seth is almost kind of like Chris Jericho in a way that he finds a way to reinvent himself to make himself seem more different than what he used to be. And this ain't even having anybody interfere. This is just one-on-one. Eddie Guerrero, Seth Rollins. Someone's going through the announcer table. They're going to go through a couple of players. But in the long run, they get to the top of the cell. I can see Seth doing the Falcon Arrow off the top of the ladder. And then you're going to have the curb stop. I mean, and then you never know. He may frog splash Eddie Guerrero off the top of the ladder. He frog splash in his arsenal.
And time. All right. Okay, my thought process in this, I was like, man, what would be a storytelling match, and bringing in Latino Heat and Seth Rollins into this. I mean, you have two really good storytellers. I mean, the Rey Mysterio, custody battle with him was a very impactful story that I remember watching. I also think about all of Rollins' stuff that he's done, and golly, he's told some good stories as well. Him turning on the Shield, obviously, him and his run-in at WrestleMania. I don't know. I mean, he's done some good stuff, but there's one thing that so Seth Rollins usually relies on some type of surprise. Like those are his big moments. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a trick, a surprise. Like Eddie his is like a surprise in an opposite way. It's like, how's he going to cheat to win it? How's he going to trick you? But, it was also a comedy element at times with that as well. If I look at their resumes, Seth Rollins' resume is way better. Yeah. Way better.
But does the resume make him a better wrestler?
No, because if Eddie was still with us, Eddie would have won that championship 5 or 6 more times at this point. Let's be honest. And right now, him and Dom would probably be beating the heck out of Ray. I mean, if we're honest, true. But
I mean, I look at it this day, dude. You said the lie and the cheating and steal, but in a ladder match, it's kind of hard to cheat when everything is allowed.
But I could see him getting away with like having something like a lock or like a chain or something to where he locks the ladder, like he ties Seth Rollins down somehow in the corner and locks it. I mean, I could see him do it. I don't know. I'm gonna throw this one in the air because honestly, after listening to y'all, it kind of I was pretty set that Seth Rollins is winning that. Genuinely, I was like, all right, Seth's got it. It fits for him. But after listening, like Steven he swayed me a little bit. I'll be honest. So I guess I'm just gonna need help this week. I'm right in the middle. Let's give it to the audience. We'll put it on TikTok. Who wins? Ladder match for the World Heavyweight Championship: Seth Rollins versus Eddie Guerrero, and we'll leave it at that. I think that's the easiest way to do it for now. So
I think it also gives us a good way to segue into some content.
Yeah, agreed. But
some fan interaction.
Yeah, agreed. So with that being said, we talked about hard-hitting moments within that match. So now it's time to get into the hard hitters. We're talking about Cowboy Cody's wanted posters.
The posters are clear. Cowboy Cody calls out who to fear. Wanted posters.
All right, everybody, it's time for Cowboy Cody's wanted posters, where I'm going to give you 3 superstars who I think are wanted. Number 3 this week, I'm going with the Hurt Syndicate. The Hurt Syndicate is wanted because they lost their titles, and I think they kind of lost them prematurely. I mean, I really like where they were going.
There he is.
Like their whole run with the Hurt Syndicate. I really love them. I hope this segues into something better for them.
Yeah.
My second wanted person is Randy Orton. Randy Orton came back and RKO Drew McIntyre, but where does Randy Orton go from here?
That's why RKO's Cody.
Where does Randy fit in the storyline right now besides Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes somehow?
Yeah.
And my number one wanted person this week is Batty Daddy's favorite, Killer Cross. Show back up in GCW, attack Matt Cardona. I'm really anxious where Killer Cross winds up. Does he just play the Indies for a while? Does he sign with another major company? Or does Killer Cross find his way back to the WWE?
With that being said, we'll throw it into the new segment, the one you've been waiting for. We know you have been, and it's Weird AF.
Step inside, it's a crazy show. Things get wild, you'll never know. Weird AF.
Welcome to Weird AF, the part of the show where we remind you wrestling can go from a 5-star classic to a 5-star moment that makes you, glad that your non-wrestling friends didn't walk in the room. Those moments where they're like, oh, you watch wrestling, huh? Yeah. But I need to ask y'all this. So weird. So before I guess I ask y'all a question, Weird AF is all about those like what the heck moments. Like what the heck were they thinking? Like, oh, that's gross, So I want to ask y'all, have either one of y'all heard of, and I guess, I got to set this up. Sorry. Let's go back to Raw 2002. Have either one of you heard of the Katie Vick storyline?
No, in fact, I had to.
I was not watching wrestling back in 2002. I was banned.
No, I wasn't either.
All right. Well, buckle up. That's all I'm going to say. Because this is truly next level stupid. Like, this one is definitely head scratcher. I don't know what they were thinking. Vince was on one for sure. So back in 2002, as I said, Triple H and Kane had this, this hot feud going. And, instead of just letting them beat the hell out of each other in the ring, settle it in the ring, guys. Debbie said, nah, let's take a hard left turn. And we're going to, turn right into, any guesses, what we're turning into?
I got nothing.
Nothing. We're turning into necrophilia. Yep, that's right. Hold your gasps. Because WWE back in 2002 is still trying to find its way. And they decided to get a little freaky.
Was Val Venus involved in this storyline?
No, it was just Kane and Triple H. So to set it up, Triple H accused Kane of killing a woman named Katie Vick in a drunk driving accident, which that in itself is already pretty ridiculous. But Vince and his crew of writers said, let's shoot a segment that nobody will forget. So it's set up. They go to a funeral. The lights are low. It's somber music. And they keep cutting to, or they hadn't cut to it yet, but it looked like some kind of tragic Lifetime movie. And Triple H dressed up as Kane, music still playing, and he climbs into the casket with a woman, aka a mannequin. And while the music and visual shots are rolling, because he kind of talks her up, starts getting kind of spicy and crawls, and it looks like he's naked at this point, right? Kane, aka Triple H, in a Kane mask. Candles start rolling, and you start hearing moaning and groaning, and then all of a sudden you hear Triple H yell, "Who's your daddy?" And this is all while these candles are going, and then he sounds like he kind of finishes up, but they didn't show it. They just implied the whole thing. And the big payoff, I guess was Triple H simulating necrophilia on a mannequin on, national television. Like, I want y'all to think about this. Somebody filmed this, edited it, and said, "Yep, that's some good shit. Let's run it."
His name is Vincent Kennedy McMahon. That's who it is. Not somebody. Good job, Vince.
I mean, so what do y'all think about that, though? Is that not like the... go look up that clip when we're done filming today and tell me that you're not just like, what in the hell did I just watch?
It really doesn't surprise me considering what Vince was capable of. Now that we know what he's been capable of, does anything surprise you?
Gosh, that's true.
I mean, he is Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Vince was known to push the envelope.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Either
that's pushing it for sure. But all right, well, and with that, my friends, that's weird AF. Yeah. So thanks for listening. We're off to the next one, buddy. We're done. That was weird AF. We kind of got kind of creepy, so we're going into our final fall, baby.
And welcome back. Dr. Steven here. We're going to go into our final fall where we wrap everything up.
Yep. Speaking of wrapping up, I know we didn't get to cover WWR. That will be back next week. There's tons of stuff that went on. We had Forbidden Door. We had Heat Wave. We had Raw, SmackDown, TNA, NXT, all of it. We just didn't want to throw all of that on y'all since we're still a little bit behind. So that'll come back next week. We're going to get, on top of this for sure, especially since we got a few things taken care of. And then I don't want y'all to forget September. It will be the start of Indie Spotlight. That's a separate show in itself where if all of us can get on, great. If not, at least one of us will be interviewing a independent wrestler who's going out there trying to blaze their own trail. So stay tuned for that. We're super excited for it. I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be a whole new niche for, wrestling fans. So maybe we'll find out about guys that, that are just out there just doing their thing and just loving the indie life. But with that being said, Steven, we got anything lined up, or how was your week? All that fun stuff.
No, just today passed the test I went ahead and took, and so that was the first step in some things that I'm trying to change some things in my life. So that's the first step.
Congrats.
Yeah, another month of switching to another test and working on some things, and other than that, just driving a bus, going to school, trying to hold the school down. Hopefully, get some jujitsu in this week. I didn't go this last week, just with volleyball and football and just school starting back up. So we've got a volleyball tournament this weekend. I'm gonna try and make it to. I've got Sod Poodle's half season tickets. I know I've got I think it's either the 30th or the 1st. I've got tickets, 30th or the 31st. Got tickets to one of those games, so I may try and make it, before the end of the baseball season. And that's kind of really all I'm trying to keep myself from going nuts down here.
Yeah. Sweet. Sounds good. Cody?
Yeah.
Well, I really didn't have a very good week. My aunt passed away. I found out that I am due to have surgery here pretty quick.
Rest in peace, Laura. We definitely hope the surgery smooth and good. So.
Yeah, I'm getting ready for that and then get on the healing process and get my way back.
Yep. No, that'd be good.
And after he gets healed up, Cowboy Cody's going to be back on the prowl.
He's gonna saddle up. Nice. He's gonna get in ring shape. He's got to get in ring shape.
I will be getting into ring shape.
So, well, I got my wife graduated. DU baby. I'm super proud of her. Shout out Grace. She did amazing, and her parents treated us to a weekend in Colorado afterwards, nice hotels, and then we got to stay at the Broadmoor, which was always fun. So a 5-star resort there in Colorado Springs. And
Did you say Colorado?
yeah, it's beautiful. So, but no, it was fantastic. Nice little getaway. We worked on the house a little bit, the new house, and outside of that, I got a few more clients for the photography and wedding stuff. I worked on, some of my behind the scenes company stuff, and I think that's all going to go pretty smoothly once I get moved, and uh, I'm pretty excited for it. So, but yeah, no, busy week, and wrestling kind of got put to the side, I think, because of all that. But no, I'm excited for where the pod's going. I'm excited for us to start talking about other things as well. I'm ready for this to, just be a weekly show in its own right. So, but I'm just looking forward to the growth, and I'm ready to, bring our fans along with us along the way. We can't do it without y'all. I really, really hope that y'all are sharing the pod and getting it out to as many people that can listen as possible. So
I will say a kid tonight I went up to the school for something, and he was like, saw your podcast is showing up on my For You page. I'm like, you need to go like it, man. He's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So
cool. Well, the more people that like and share it, the better off it'll be.
I did get some more people to share it and like it this week that I've been talking to. I found out the more you talk about wrestling, the more people you find that are into wrestling.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people who are closet wrestling fans who are afraid that their friends are going to be like, you like wrestling? Hell yeah, I like wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
But in the long run, it really comes down to who cares what you like and what they like. If you're into it, you're into it.
Grand scheme of things.
Enjoy.
Grand scheme of things, we're here for one reason. That's to enjoy life and do the best we can.
Yep. Whatever makes you happy, as long as it's not causing harm to somebody else.
And it's not illegal.
Yeah.
Sure. So, but that I think it's time to close this baby out, right?
Right.
Heck yeah.
That's it for This Is Not a Shoot podcast. And remember, work is temporary,
but shoot is forever.
Until next time, keep on shooting.
This is not a shoot.